Hello everyone, my name is Sunil Patil. I am from Kolhapur. Today's date is 21st December 2022. Today we will discuss about hierarchy of exception handling in Java. Before that, first we see what is Java exception. When executing Java code, different errors can occur, such as coding errors made by the programmers, errors due to wrong inputs, or other unforeseeable things. When an error occurs, Java compiler stops an execution and throws an error or exception. An exception can occur for many different reasons, such as wrong data entered by user, a file that needs to be opened cannot be found, a network connection has been lost in the middle of communication, or a JVM has run out of memory. Now we'll see the exception handling. Java exception handling is a mechanism to handle runtime errors, such as class not found error, IO exception, SQL exception, remote exception, etc. Now we'll see the types of an Java exception. There are mainly two types of an Java exception. First one is a built-in exception and second one is a user-defined exception. First we see what is built-in exception. Built-in exception are the exceptions that are available in a Java libraries. These exceptions are described the certain errors situations. Built-in exceptions are further divided into three types, which is checked exception, unchecked exception, and error. First we see what is checked exception. Checked exceptions are called compile time exception because these exceptions are checked at the compile time. For example, IO exception, XUL exception, etc. I will see unchecked exception. Unchecked exceptions are just opposite to the checked exception. The compiler will check this exception, will not check this exception at the compile time. For example, arithmetic exception, null point exception, etc. Now we'll see the user-defined exception. Sometimes built-in exceptions in Java are not able to describe certain situations. In such cases, user can also create exception, which are called user-defined exception. I will see the video 2 topic is what is exception hierarchy. So, a throwable class is a root class for every exception and branches out two main categories. These branches are two main categories, which are exception and error. First, to see what is an throwable. Throwable is a root class of an exception and its subtype an error. In other words, it is a superclass of an exception or error. The java.lang.throwable class extends java.lang.object class, and it is defined the two subclasses, which is exception and error. I will see what is exception. The java.lang.exception is a superclass for all the types of exception. It extends java.lang.throwable class, and exceptions are categorized into checked exception and unchecked exception. For example, runtime exception, SQL exception, IO exception, etc. Now we'll see the java.lang.error. The java.lang.error is a superclass of an type of an error. It extends java.lang.throwable class, and errors are due to lack of system resources. It is non-recoverable. For example, virtual machine error, assertion error, stack overflow error, memory out of bound error, etc. This is all about hierarchy of an exception handling in Java. Thank you.